Hello from Finley Truck and RV. Today we're going to be touring the 2017 Keystone Cougar Lite. Currently looking at the nose of the fifth wheel. As we approach, we have our docking lights on. Hook up, breakaway cable, standard 7-pin tucked away back up in here. On the front we do have a couple of different switches here. Landing legs controls is going to move your landing legs right here up and down. These pins, once you have them all the way up, when you're hooking up, you'll pull out, slide the leg the rest of the way up. Extend retract here in the middle is going to control the jacks on the back end. There are two on the rear, and then your two landing legs here up front. Docking light switch, solar charge, and controls your docking light right here. Inside we do have a nice big three-way pass-through compartment. All this right here is going to be for your landing legs. Moving on around. Inside here you have your battery. Battery has been serviced, replaced. We're looking at the awning. Currently have the awning lights on. Awning is in for the lift right next door. Just inside we have the battery disconnect. You're going to want the battery disconnect to be in the on position when you are using the coach. You will flip it to the off position when you are away from the coach. There's a GFCI outlet. A light right here. And your water pump sits just back here. This side will pop off when time to winterize. This unit will be winterized when you receive it. But this does come off, and you'll just stick your hose right back into there. Stick the other end in the antifreeze bucket and turn the pump on. Run antifreeze through all of the faucets and fixtures and you will be good to go. There are covers that cover up the rest of this. Over on the other side is the water heater, which I will show how to bypass when we get over there. Outlet. Entry steps, just fold up and in and back out. Door, screen pops off, closes, and back into place. Deadbolt lock. The handle as well locks with the keys. Assist rail here. You want this to be over when traveling. Exterior speakers. Right here we have the rear refrigerator access panel. Those just pop up to the top and it pops out. Down below is going to be your furnace exhaust. When the furnace is running, hot air will be coming out of here, so just be mindful of yourselves, pets, kids, etc. Right here we do have a compartment, an outlet, and a cable hookup. All of your compartments work on magnets. They simply lift up and are held open. Outside fridge, and then right here this does pull out, revealing a faucet. This will just connect in there, quick connect. This lifts up to drain, and then there is also a 2-burner stove. You'll go to the light position using a candlestick lighter, hold it next to the burner and ignition. On the back end is your propane. Propane line runs down here and will connect right here. You'll pop that cap off, open your propane line up, stick your hose in, and you'll be good to go. We're now looking at the two rear jacks that work on the switch up at the front, middle switch. Continuing on around, bumper does map off to hold sewer hose and pops right back on there. Roof access ladder. On the back side here, nice big compartment, 50 amp power cable, hose, that you can plug into your docking station over here. Docking station can be held open, flipping that down, pops into place. We're currently in the tank fill position. Switching this down to city, we'll be running off of our hose. Tank vent right here, and this is going to be a tank flush. When you do want to flush the tanks, always a good idea to make sure that your sewer cap is off and the black tank is open. However, you can let some pressure build up as long as you're monitoring it, and once some water has built up inside there, make sure the sewer cap is off and open that black tank up. And again, outside faucet, it works with the hose right there. 50 amp hookup. Moving on around. We get our slide out. Tires. On this back side here as well. Up underneath the bumper. That is going to be your fresh tank drain. It is currently open. Pushing it over like that will close it. Coming up in front of the slide out. Down below is going to be your low point drains. There are two, one for the hot side and one for the cold side. That is closed and that will be open. You're going to want to, when winterizing, make sure that you run those dry. Pump antifreeze through your system, crack them open until pink comes out, and your water system will be winterized. Right here, we have a black tank pull and a gray tank pull right here, and your sewer cap right there. You want to pop that off. And always a good idea to pull your black tank prior to pulling your gray tank, just to help flush out any sediment that may get stuck inside there. Looking at the water heater. Water heater has already been drained. 1 1/16 inch socket will pull the anode rod out. There is an on-off switch right here. Currently now in the off position for the electric side. When time to drain the water heater, you're going to want to crack this pressure release valve until no more water runs out of it. Once doing so, you'll take your anode rod out with a 1 1/16 inch socket. And then on the back side here, this switch, this lever right here, you will want to be in the upward position to bypass the water heater, ensuring that no more water runs into the water heater. When time to winterize, when time to de-winterize, and you do want water in the water heater, you will simply flip it to be parallel or horizontal. And for winterization, again, straight up and down. And last but not least, we come to the propane compartment. Regulator right here toggles back and forth. Gauges on top show your propane level. Bedroom slide out. And just down below is going to be some specs for this specific unit. Now as we enter for the interior portion of this tour, closing the door behind us, immediately to our left is going to be a fire extinguisher, compartment, and access to the kitchen plumbing. And there is a light right here that can be always on or work on a sensor. And just up top, this remote right here does have a number of different features on it. To access, it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, and you'll be in. And just next door is going to be the main control panel right here. We have our ceiling light, floodlight, and step light switches. Down below is going to be the awning, both extend and retract. And then down below we have our 2 slide rooms, in and out. Up top here, your water pump will be controlled with this switch. The water heater again does work on both gas and electric. You'll want to switch this one in the middle here when you're going to run on your gas side. And when running on the electric side, you will want to make sure that the on switch on the unit itself is turned on, and then flip this switch over. We have our tank gauges right here. Down below is the thermostat, currently off. We can do auto, cool, furnace, and back to off. Stepping up the stairs, currently looking at the bedroom. Bed does go up, revealing additional storage down below, and simply press down to close. There is a nice big wardrobe with a mirror and a hanging rod. Lights in this unit, you will touch the side to turn on and off. In the bedroom, there is an emergency exit window. To open, you will simply push over. Apologies. Over and push out. Screen was caught in the way there. I'll make sure that that is buttoned up, and then that will simply just pop down. Bedroom pocket door does have a snap here for travel. Sliding over and back into position. Areas to put a television. Your TV antenna is controlled right here. When the green light is on, TV antenna is on. Storage down below. And then a nice big wardrobe that goes all the way through with a hanging rod. And over here on this side, there is some additional storage next to the bed and an outlet. There is an air conditioner in the bedroom. Your controls are right here. Heat is optional. There is not heat on this one, but your main thermostat will control the furnace. Opening and closing, and these also do pop up and back down. As we go back towards the bedroom, or the stairs, we enter the bathroom. Storage over here. Shower does have a skylight. Shower head drops into position like so. Shower faucet. Shower door locked into place for travel. Simply lift that up and slide your doors over. And showering. And back into place, bringing the latch down. Ready for travel. Medicine cabinet with a mirror and storage. Bathroom sink, GFCI outlet. There is a light switch in the bathroom, as well as a fan. There is a vent. Clockwise opens, counterclockwise closes, and turning that fan on and back off. Closing our vent, and down below, some additional storage, as well as access to the bathroom sink plumbing. Behind is the toilet. Toilet works on a step pedal flush. You will step on that pedal, will bring water into the bowl, flush down into the black tank. Moving out, back down the stairs. There is a charging station and an outlet. Coat rack key hangers. On the slide out here, there is some storage underneath both, and additionally this table will pop up. You can remove the legs and the table will drop down, resting on either side here, serving its purpose as a both dinette and sleeping area. Spinning around, kitchen sink, dual basin, kitchen sink, kitchen faucet. Storage up above. Microwave. Stove and oven. To light the oven, you will simply go over to this pilot. You'll need to push and hold and use a candlestick lighter. All the way back here. Once lit, you can then control your temperature. And your stovetop burners, you will move to the light position and then turn your spark knob right here, and then you can adjust your flame accordingly. And turning your burners back off. The fridge works on both gas and electric. Currently the fridge is off. If we hit on, it will automatically go to auto to run on the gas side. You can pop that button out and we'll switch over to gas. Should you be on auto and become unplugged from shore power, it will automatically switch over to the gas side and back off. Storage above. Moving back over, carbon monoxide propane gas alarm right next to the breaker box fuse panel. More access to the kitchen sink plumbing. Television with a remote. Stereo with remote. Jackknifes out, turns into sleeping. Storage up above. Windows throughout. Another emergency exit window back here. Again, up, push out, to close, pull back, push down. There is a window back here as well as a vent. Lights. Bunks. Here's a light as well as a small bit of storage back over there. There is another emergency exit window on the back side. And additional storage. And this concludes the exterior and interior tour of the 2017 Keystone Cougar Lite.